Hi everyone! In this video, we will take a look at the interface and operation of the other main application of the Optens system, and that is none other than the Optens Runner. Let's go ahead and launch it. Similar to the editor, a window appears here as well, showing the loading progress, after which the application itself opens. This has a much simpler interface, since it is not used by the development engineer, but by the operator on the production floor. So let's take a look at how the application's interface is structured. The runner also has a menu bar, but here there is only one menu item, the File menu. Under this, you will only find a Close option and the menu item called Program List. This Program List menu item is identical to the one found under the File menu in the editor. That is, from here you can load test programs grouped by customer or area. Unlike the editor, which had a separate Open menu item as well, here only the programs found in the list can be loaded. This is by design, so that the operator can only load and use the programs that are enabled in this list. Let's go ahead and select a program. This window appeared when the program was loaded, because this particular program is configured to require the operator to enter their name or ID, so that it can be recorded in log files and in the traceability system. By default, the program opens with a general username, which is also visible here on the left side. And that is none other than test user. Let's go ahead and enter an arbitrary ID number. We can see that the test user username was immediately replaced by the ID we entered. If the operator has finished their work and wishes to leave the test station, they can log out using the Log Off button. In this case, the program does not need to be reloaded. The ID entry window will simply appear again. This operator interface application consists of four main sections below the menu bar. At the very top, the most important details of the loaded test program are displayed, such as the path of the Optens file, the path of the configuration file associated with the program. This is optional. The reporting modes and their respective paths, and an image can also be set, showing the appearance of the product being tested. Below the program details, the serial number of the product currently being tested is displayed, provided that it has been scanned. On the left panel, there is the Start and Stop button, and below them, a field showing the status and result of the program. Below this is the duration of the last test run, and at the very bottom of the panel, the previously mentioned operator ID. The largest portion of the program is occupied by the step table, which displays the results of the steps during execution. Only evaluation and reporting type steps are shown here. This table has 7 columns. The first is the step name. The second is the evaluation method, for example, equal to, less than, or greater than. The next 2 columns contain the lower and upper limits. The 5th column displays the measured values. Next to this, the units of measurement are shown, if applicable. And in the last column, the step statuses are displayed, which can be pass, fail, or error. At the very bottom of the window, in the status bar, the statistics and measurement history of the current test program are displayed. The reason nothing is visible right now is that over here on the right side, there is a setting to choose whether to display the results and statistics of the current shift or all measurements. At the moment, the shift view is selected. If we switch to all measurements, the results of all previous measurements appear immediately, along with the yield and the top failing steps. We can see that a total of 40 tests have been run with this program, of which 22 were passing, giving a yield of 55%. Next to this, we can see that these 2 random number generation steps were the top failures. One step failed 15 times, the other 7 times. This colored strip shows the results of the measurements in chronological order. The green icons represent a pass result, the red ones fail, the yellow ones error, and the gray ones aborted. If we hover the mouse over one of the small squares, a tooltip appears showing when that particular measurement took place, what the serial number of the product was, and what the result was. In a future update, it will also display the failing steps for measurements with a failed or error result. If we click on one of the measurements, a new pop-up window appears. At the top of the window, you can see the product serial number, the name and version of the test program, the time of the measurement, the duration of the measurement, the name or ID of the operator who performed the test, and the final result. Below this, there is a table showing the steps of that measurement. And when we double-click on one of the steps, the statistics for that particular step are also displayed. Here you can see the step name and, if applicable, the limit or limits and the measured values, in the case of numerical data. Pass and fail values are highlighted in different colors. Using this toolbar, you can zoom into the chart, pan around it, and also save it. And with that, we have finished going through the interface and features of the Optens Runner. Finally, let's go ahead and run the loaded program. Thank you for watching.